Ah, you've arrived. I wanted to ask you some questions about store management.
Ask me? Well, actually, my brother's the one who's managing the video store for the most part. But go ahead, I'll do my best.
Customers have always loved purchasing carefully arranged bouquets. The flowers glistening with morning dew add beauty to their lives, and that, in itself, is fulfilling for me. Yet lately, a customer mentioned that rather than buying bouquets in full bloom, he wants to spend time with his flowers. However, simple potted plants don't quite have the same aesthetic charm. So, I was thinking, perhaps I could create custom potted floral arrangements.
That's a brilliant idea! And potted floral arrangements sound perfect for Dew Gardening's vibe.
Since you agree, could I have the honor of inviting you to be our part-time manager and special floral designer for the next few days?
Huh? You mean you want me to handle customers' floral arrangements for a few days?
Yes, spring is here. No self-respecting connoisseur of flowers would dare to miss this season. I plan to travel for a few days and find novel flora for my shop. But the floral arrangement project is just getting started. Pausing it now might let the customers down. As an experienced store manager, you must understand my concerns. So,
I'm sorry, I forgot to turn the sound back on. As for me talking. I've never tried floral arrangement before. And by the way, you can have little gardens like that she's mentioned and have what's called live cuts in there that are the
how about
actual.
You teach me it right now?
As a floral designer, you first need to understand why your customers want flowers.
No, you don't.
And what qualities they're looking for. Some customers may already have a specific flower in mind.
Somebody who
if
used to work with florists.
Correctly, it'll make them even more satisfied.
Just tell me.
Well, it's a bit hard to explain. Let's do a practice round. I'll pretend to be the customer.
Okay. Looking for a plant that seems unremarkable at first glance but has a strong, thriving vitality. The volvulus flowers in the arrangement. Alright, these are my requests. Probably choose daisies. Having a volvulus as well should make it started right away. Let's learn flowersy. Alright. 4 layers in each layer. Slowly at the bottom right here. I guess.
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
Nah. Did I? Cool. I'm sorry. I'm having flashbacks. Nicely done. As expected, I got fired from my job because I am autistic. Yay. Superstar manager running a shop effortlessly for you. Though your first piece is a bit rough, it's mainly due to the limited selection of flowers. Once the flowers I order start coming in, you'll be fully prepared to take on the role of a floral designer. How can I prove? Honestly, mastering floral arrangement comes with practice and experimentation. When it comes to aesthetics, I say you already got a great eye for it. Probably just one thing. Flowers are cherished not only for their vibrant beauty, but also for their silent way of expressing unspoken words. God, I bet that doesn't work very well for, you know, autistic people who need you to be direct with them. Perhaps when the customer seeks out that perfect bouquet or a pot of flowers, they want to give voice to the feelings they haven't been able to put into words. Can't hear those unspoken words? You'll be able to find the perfect flower. But if you're really struggling, then just recommend the pricier flowers. I keep an eye on the revenue as well. Are you joking? You seem to know me well, manager. That makes me feel at ease leaving the shop in your hands. It's not like I'm going on a long trip and disappearing for days. Whenever you need me, I'll be there, along with the flowers I've ordered, right on time. I also have a notebook on custom floral arrangements where I've recorded previous customers' requests. When I'm not busy, I'd flip through it for new ideas. Some customers also enjoyed the light reading of it when waiting for me to finish their arrangements. If it isn't too much trouble, I'd appreciate you keeping a record too. There might be unspoken messages people wish to express through their flower choices. I'll take a look at your notes. Please keep displayed here. Do challenges again. New prosper has arrived. Continue business. Why am I teleporting again? I'm already here. Aramasa, why are you here? Roxy, what a coincidence. You're here to buy flowers too? Isn't it working hours right now? Wow, if I'm not mistaken, the shy behind you doesn't seem to have a random play sign. You can understand the urge to sneak out and enjoy the nice weather, right? I'm a florist at Do Gardening right now. I see. Then I suppose that makes me a humble logistics staff member for Section 6 now. I was just on my way to pick up some formal attire everyone needed for an upcoming field assignment in a couple of days. That's why I'm not stuck in the office, meeting room, or the hollow. Since I'm already out picking up a plant for a friend along the way, stopping for a quick chat doesn't seem too unreasonable, does it? Please elaborate. I knew you'd understand. Actually, Yusuke and the others passed their entrance exams, so I'm getting a congratulatory gift for them. I wonder, would a brightly colored flower suit them better? It'd be better if they were densely arranged. Come to think of it, I personally like flowers that always look vibrant and full of life, so bright and lively. A pot of flowers would surely lift anyone's spirits. What a wonderful gift! You think so? That's great. Just so you know, I'm a diligent logistics staff member of 6. I'll still have to pick up the formal attire for everyone later. So, Kaku is really looking forward to this field assignment. She's already on at me to hurry. What field assignment is Kaku? It's an internal matter, but I can't say much for now. But I have a feeling someone as well connected as you, Proxy, will end up finding out about it one way or another. It's a dinner. It's a dinner. Because of your formal clothing. Anyways, I hear the Do Gardening Shop has always offered fresh flower delivery services. As a temporary manager, you'll make sure the flowers are delivered to the designated location, right? Even if it's a little far. To be dense, vibrant colors, roses or something would be a great fit. I'll get started right away. The density using the button to the right. Each flower material is sparse and dense. Freely rotate. By the way, this is actually how you do it. You start at the bottom and work your way up.
The
Use
warm
it in a
wooden base
triangle.
feels like the embrace of the earth.
You triangle it. Quarter lips. Sage in a barrel. What? The sage in a barrel? Oh, hi, Sukaku. Is 1 enough? I guess 2 is better, no 3. Buying fries? Yeah, the fries here are especially good. Harumasa told me. I bought 3 orders. Look, each one has a different sauce. Wait if you open them now. Why? Before Sukaku can finish speaking, the seagull eyeing her dies down, only to be swiftly swatted away by Sukaku. Heh. Harumasa told me about this too. Look, the fries are fine. I won't let the thieving birds eat them. But I can let you have some. Proxy, which do you like? Honey mustard. Oh, I like it too, but if you like it... Fries are easy to share. Oh, right, we can share. That way we can try all 3 flavors, and I can try all 3 too. We can add other flavors as well. Oh, now that's an idea, Proxy. Awesome, so let's pick out more flavors then, huh? I want to try this seaweed pork floss. Creepy. Gardening Dude's temporary manager has arrived? Wow, such beautiful flowers. If Ryu, Suki, and the others weren't waiting for me, I'd take them home right away. Waking up every day and seeing these vibrant little ones blooming with all its might would be quite delightful. You climb to the lighthouse with Harumasa and find Ryo, Suki, and the others. After greeting Hiro-sama, Tsubaki and Kana eagerly go back to scanning the sea through their binoculars. This telescope seems to have quite a long range. These are the ones that have that sickness that, Harumasa has. Yeah, Tsubaki and Katano like it too. After all, since we can't travel far for now, it's the best way to take in distant scenery. Then wouldn't a gift that comes from afar be just what you need? Harumasa hands the finished flower pot to Ryosuke. Here, I specifically found flowers that only grow far, far away places, and asked the proxy to put a potted arrangement together. I don't think they... Oh, is that so? Here, take this. A gift to mark the occasion. Such beautiful flowers. Thank you, Harumasa. We'll place the flowers somewhere where they can get plenty of sunlight. That is actually bad. Believe it or not. You actually need to keep it in a low light environment. Cool, but not too cold, and away from direct sunlight. Perhaps I should get also a timed watering system. I mean, if these are cuts. I think these are cuts. They aren't... Well, she did say gardening plants. So they might actually be, so sunlight fine. If one of them suddenly gets worse and we can't take care of it, I hope it'll be okay. In that case, a potted plant does seem like a better gift than a kitten or a puppy. If you had a kitten or a puppy, it wouldn't even be harder to take care of them when someone falls ill. Is that supposed to become... someone who's ill? Wait a minute. Yeah. Huh? You actually agree? I've told you before, don't worry about the things that haven't happened yet. Even though they're very likely to happen and ruin everything, you still have to make the most of the present, right? If I come back and see that you've let it die because you've been worrying needlessly, I won't be happy. We'll make sure to take good care of it. Why do I feel like Harumasa's request isn't really about looking after flowers, is it? You're very clever, Ploxy. But Ryosuke still has some work to do. Okay. Alright, I have to head back now. Belle, Ryosuke, see you later. There's an important on-field assignment, and Sakaku, she's specifically looking forward to it. Still waiting for me at the office. No, she's currently downstairs, you know, with the fries, but I think that's a overlap thing by accident. Or y'all could go back together. Hi. Hi. Hi, lady. Or seems to be out of shop today. Explain. Orchids, I see. Miss Yao is preparing for a shoot, but the photographer suddenly felt like some props were missing. It's the Bang Boo. Everyone's busy, and since Miss Yao has her own preferences for props, I sent out to buy them. I thought Orchid would be here, but since you're here, it wasn't a wasted trip. Would you trust the temporary manager? Of course! Miss Yao and I both trust your abilities, whether it's an emergency response, hollow exploration, stealth infiltration, or anything else. For instance, floral arrangements. I think you are giving me too much credit. Then I'll leave it to you to prepare the floral plot for Miss Yao's shoot. By the way, Miss Yao specifically mentioned using red and white flowers along with the metal pot base for the Starloop photo shot. Shoot. She also wanted some additional decorations on top of the flowers to make the prop look more visually appealing. As far as I know, Miss Yao prefers bold and vibrant colors, but she wants some white, red and white. Very strong metal-based red and white flowers and accessories. Understood. Middle base. There's really only one choice, really. She prefers roses. My kind of girl.
A combination of simplicity and modernity.
Modernity.
With no extra lines.
Yeah, the supported. Big start. Water lily. These are cuts. I know. I'm looking at them. Potted flowers you prepared as props should meet Miss Yao's requirements perfectly. Proxy, are you available to drive to Starloop? Carrying the potted flowers is a bit inconvenient. Sure, let's go. Usually there's a special box that you put them in. Hi, cuties! Eve, you're back so soon. Are the props for the shoot ready? My standards are pretty high, you know. Wow, Pell, you're here too! Did you two run into each other on the way? I arranged this bouquet. Oh, I see. You're so good at arranging flowers. Why didn't you bring a bouquet to the previous concert? I didn't think of it at the time. Next time for sure. I know you're super busy. I'll consider the flower pot a belated gift. Once the shoot is over, I'll definitely take them home with me. Where should I put them? I'd love to have them both in my home in the studio, but there's only one pot. The studio might be better. Flowers need careful tending. If you keep it at home... I'll take good care of it, but if it looks like you don't trust me, Eve... How about this? I'll keep it in the studio for a week, and if I take good care of it, then I can bring it home. What do you think? Manager, can I schedule a time for you to arrange the exact same bouquet again next week? Eve! But Belle, do you believe I can take care of the flowers, don't you? I do. I'll prove it to you. Miss Yao, you need to prove something else right now. You need to finish the shoot by the night and leave enough time for the magazine team to clean up the venue upstairs. Starting tomorrow, the venue has been booked. For the next few days, only authorized personnel will be allowed to enter. Prove your punctual professionalism and exceptional photography skills now. Alright, I'm going upstairs to start the shoot right away. Now. I can't chat with you long today, Belle, but I'll visit your store to hang out sometime. If we're truly in sync, you'll already have prepared an even more beautiful bouquet, right? This is a part-time job, sweetie. Let's see your new voice. Next to Proxy. You're helping out at the flower shop? Orchid didn't tell me she took time off because my order was too hard to fill. Orchid said she went to restock supplies. That's not entirely certain. But since I still need to ask you, Master Proxy, to help convey my message, there's nothing wrong with saying it. Our client is preparing for a banquet. Is that what Harumasa and the others were preparing for? To please one of the guests, the client inquired about his favorite flowers and wished to present them at the event. But those flowers are rather rare, so I can only hope that Orchid, considering we studied floral design together, could help me find it. You studied floral design? I mean, I'm not surprised. Rina is the type to go all out on learning stuff. In this case, you could say we're old classmates. As a qualified head maid, arranging flowers to decorate my master's room or adorning a banquet is an essential skill. Sometimes the master may wish to convey the difficult-to-say thoughts through the language of flowers. Interpreting and delivering those messages is also one of our specialties. You also, jokingly, one of the times you were out here, talked about different types of flowers, too, on one of the, you know, random events. But I'm not a professional florist. Orchid is the true expert. Did she teach you anything? Relay Orchid's instructions. That's all. She really trusts your talent and intuition to have left the shop in your hands. No, it's protagonist power. Master Proxy, would you be interested in learning some more advanced arrangements techniques? I'll be happy to teach you. Sure, Rina, that'd be great. Actually, there's a little trick that Orchid and I share. We assess the flowers in greater detail and analyze how they perform in different qualities. For flower combinations, in addition to the obvious aesthetic appeal, we also evaluate their overall score based on various qualities. Only when it meets expectations is it considered a successful arrangement. The shop should have Orchid's notes from when she first started, though they may be a bit vague. It should help you arrange the bouquet. Why not give it a try? Sure. Let me think. How about a banquet gift as the theme? If I were about to present a delicate and beautiful bouquet as a gift to a distinguished guest at a grand banquet, the most important is that this gift must reflect the host's sincerity of being through. Orchid's notes reveal the 4 flower characteristics she summarized. By the way, I prefer gentle, elegant, and subtly fragrant. So, water lilies? It would be great if you picked such a flower. It's probably something what Jared also gentle. I think I get it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Softness. Yeah, I was right. Water lily.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
Yeah, they also like to get pollen everywhere. So basically right up there, those little tips, we actually pull them off so that it doesn't get pollen everywhere.
You certainly do have a natural talent for this. No wonder Miss Orchidea was willing to hand her beloved dew gardening to you.
I don't know what to make of Rena's new voice. But it really doesn't feel like I really did anything difficult.
You think I have talent, Rena? I didn't do anything super difficult.
It's because you easily managed to convey both gentleness and treasured beauty in your work, and didn't find it difficult.
I think
at all.
it'll have to grow on
You
me.
indeed have talent. After all, talent and skill are different.
Yes, but I am neither.
What you accomplished can be considered communication with flowers, just as Orchidea wrote in her notes. A floral designer must feel the qualities and personality of each flower and arrangement in accordance with their own understanding, allowing each flower to radiate its own charm. This potted arrangement has achieved that. So, if you're free, I'd love to hear your understanding of different flowers.
No, you don't.
I've brought snacks.
Okay, now, sure, why
I've
not?
already experimented on everyone at Victoria Housekeeping.
I worried you said, did you buy it? Or did you make it? I feel like you make... Experimented?
Experiment? What's that supposed to mean? Is everyone okay?
Talking with Ren, Orchid appears in the store.
Oh, what a coincidence. Not only is my temporary manager here, but also an old friend of mine.
A coincidence indeed. If I hadn't stayed to chat, I would have missed you, Miss Orchidea. Oh, is my previous request causing you trouble?
It is a little difficult, yes.
Yes.
I visited several old friends in search of the flowers you mentioned. However, a flower that only blooms in an area that has been repeatedly ravaged by HoyoVerse and then restored, and looks Similar to a symbiotic ethereal.
Is the
No
slashy
one's
big
ever
lady?
seen such a thing, let alone a tamed one.
Lycon and I have been gathering intel as well, but without much success. Our client has failed to find any other way to get close to that gentleman. We can only place our hopes on his favored flower miraculously appearing.
That feels like they don't want anything to
There's only
get close
2
to
days
it
until the
at all.
banquet. I hope this doesn't become a regret of both Victoria Housekeeping and our client.
You're always so
As
dedicated.
expected of Victoria Housekeeping. You're so dedicated to every commission you get.
Right. It's not easy maintaining a near-perfect completion record and reputation. I'll keep an eye out for you. Fortunately, I've already found a temporary manager who's highly reliable.
Am I being paid enough for this shit?
You've seen Miss Bell's work already, right, Rena? With such a brilliant floral designer here, there's nothing I need to worry about.
You should fucking worry.
Agreed. You are truly astute, Miss Orchidea. Then I'll thank you and our dear guide in advance then. The banquet still requires more preparations. Please contact me if there are any new developments.
Cool. How am I doing on that stuff? Wrong button. That will probably be the last thing we do tonight. Because I'll hate it. With every fiber of my fucking being. Are you about to close? Looks like my stand-in manager's worked hard today. Oh, looks like we have another little guest. A weary bangaboo appears carrying a briefcase and wearing a neck pillow. Dear guest, could you perhaps use a bouquet to ease the fatigue from work? Overtime boo. Hello, I heard you do personalized potted flowers here. I'd like to order one. I've been working too much overtime lately, and my optical components are a little overworked. Since I don't have time to go on for repairs, would you put together some brightly colored potted flowers for me? That way I can look it often to recalibrate my vision sensors. Preferably ones that require no care at all. Though I used to grow flowers and people would praise my green thumb. Now I barely have time to take care of myself. I'm sorry, dear customer, but I'm unable to fulfill your request, Cactus. Why? I just need a simple pot of flowers. Because no flower can thrive completely without care. Perhaps you could try adjusting your workload first. Then you can have a bit more time and energy. Come back and find the perfect plant, one that you're willing and able to care for. Adjusting my workload is... My boss has been so excited lately, constantly saying, if we pull this off, that mine alone will be enough to make us all rich. All he does is make empty promises and assign even more work. Meanwhile, he either does nothing or spends his time chasing shady get-rich rumors. Poor overtime boo. It's working so hard. How about this? While I can't sell you a pot of flowers right now, I can give you a few sunflowers. They're just about to bloom. Simply place them in a vase and change the water every 2 to 3 days, and this should flourish beautifully. These sunflowers can keep you company for a week or two. No, there's no way. Perhaps by then your work situation will improve. When you come back, I'll arrange some flowers exactly to your liking. Thank you. You're a kind shopkeeper. Overtime boo leaves with the sunflowers orchid carefully chose. This furry silhouette seems to be brightened just a little by the vibrant bouquet. You took care of so many customers today, and ran your garden wonderfully. Thank you so much. I'll keep doing my best. Due to Rinda's request, my once relaxed restocking trip has become much more intense. I have to trouble you with taking care of the customers for the next few days. Yeah, let's give it a try. Customers always say in gadget stores, promo enters too blatantly. I want to buy a pot of flowers used as a prop for photos, or more fun to match the toys. If I add more decorations, would that mean that wouldn't replace the flowers, so that's what the balloon-looking thing is. Wouldn't have to replace the flowers as much. That way I could save a bit of money. So I'm hoping to save a little from the budget the boss gave me so I could buy a surprise box. Please, please. Great. Touch of playfulness. Save a bit of budget. Leave it to me. Alright.
All disturbances will fade away with the moonlight.
Flowers for Susie. That's right. That's it. With all these cities saved up, I should be able to unlock a new hidden edition. Thank you, manager. Sweetie. New florist? Ugh, I barely got the last person to figure out my taste. And now I have to explain it all over again? Oh, she's being picky. Hi, Star! How are you? Use the most precious flowers in the shop to create a gentle potted arrangement for me. I don't like overly complex arrangements, so leave the middle layer without flowers or decorations. Make the base layer your dinner, sir. My little bird might enjoy sleeping in it. I'm doing well. I'm busy working out my trauma for being fired from a florist shop, in that I'm not. Most likely.
Honest and humble, like a hermit, standing beyond the hustle and bustle.
That's not bad. Have you been here these past few days, right? Not bad. Fine. Hello, Apprentice Knight! I'm glad to see that even after competing in the trial with me, you still uphold the virtues of a knight. You're absolutely right. Appreciation of beauty and the pursuit of love are essential lessons for a knight. Alright, sit down, Argenti. Perfect! I also need some romantic flowers to gift for Princess Elena. They should also match my charming personality, preferably something light, or may end up tiring out my brave white steed. If possible, please prepare some cookies as decorations to win the princess's favor. The journey ahead is long and arduous, but I am ready for it. Such a familiar style. Alright. He wants flowers that balance the romantic whimsy aesthetics, but nothing too delicate. Some crispy star biscuits and a wooden, flower pot. Can you even eat? I'll give it a try. Don't question the customer. I don't know why the rose isn't romantic enough. Less than 2. You want less than 2. Excuse me. Doesn't change the price.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness.
Though
and
my heart still
harmony.
burns with fire, it still blooms for you within my hands. Cool. Cool! I don't think I'd want to eat the biscuits currently there. Congratulations, a Princess Knight! You have passed my test! Once I win the princess's heart with these flowers, I'll be sure to speak highly of you, so that you too earn the knight's favor. I heard you got something new going on. Hi, Rain! And here I am to show my support. There may not be as many flower types as there are videotapes, but it's still a bit overwhelming. How about you just pick for me? I never bought plants before. Please choose some special flowers for me. It's fine if they're a bit pricey. However, please avoid red flowers. They remind me of error messages. Yes, hacker. No yellow ones either, since they remind me of warning signs. And definitely no blue flowers, if possible. I can live without ever seeing a blue screen again. If possible, I don't want it to be too vibrant or intense emotionally. When I'm working, I hope to keep my head on straight. Rare flowers that are not too romantic. What other colors are left? No problem. Purple. She doesn't want it too bright, so not too many colors then. She doesn't mind if it's pricey, but...
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
Skip. Traumatic coloring, yeah, I know, right? That was fast. Was being a florist always your planned third career? Don't worry, I might not be able to help much, but I'll make some room in my desk for the flowers. Oh, it's you! Have you listened to my new song, Come Alive? Alright, it's fine. It's been out for a while, so it's not exactly a new song, but things have been really busy lately, you know that. Since I stay up late a lot and don't want to disturb others by turning on the lights or at night, I could really use with a little night light. I previously asked Orchid to reserve a glowing accessory, something moon-shaped. Let's use that to arrange my potted flowers, along with some white flowers to make it brighter, but not too harsh to the eye. I'm not looking for something overly soft. Something more interesting would suit me better. I mean, it's Tranquil Quest. Credit arrangement. Playful, but not too delicate. Should be done. Put it together.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
That's exactly what I wanted. Hello, my overtime buddy. Just 42 days left until the scores due. Ooh. You'll stick with me, right? Yikes. Previous order. I did, though. Oh, shop. Oh. I have obtained. Confused! My baby! I mean, hi.
Just as I suspected. You're here, Master Proxy.
I mean, I bet Rena told you.
Please do not misunderstand. I'm not here to rush you to find the flower Rena mentioned.
Well, the thing is, there are certain flowers that are nice that don't need as much watering. And there are systems now that can water for you.
That specific
Just
flower
remember to refill
requested
the
by
water
the
thing.
client isn't the only thing required. We must prepare
Heck, you
the
can
rest of the banquet as
hook
well.
up to your phone.
They're merely decorations, not the focus. There is no need to cater to unrealistic demands.
Sounds like you're implying something.
Did I hear that right? That didn't sound like something you'd normally say, Lycon. Are you trying to imply something?
My apologies. It appears I've let myself become a bit too relaxed in your presence.
I don't mind that, hun.
Though I cannot divulge everything, I don't want you to agonize over those rare flowers. They require an extremely difficult and specific environment, and are far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by HoyoVerse.
I'm not growing plants anywhere that don't need to be
The
grown.
commission we received is to host a perfect banquet. Our duties do not entail fulfilling our clients' personal wishes through said banquet. Finding that flower is simply an extraneous task. In addition, Rena and I only just found out that our client has not been completely honest with us.
Oh, poor
His
Lycan.
true intentions are...
I'll listen to you then.
I think I get it. Rena seemed a bit anxious yesterday. But if that's what you say, I believe you.
In any case, neither you nor Miss Orchidea of Dew Gardening should put yourselves in danger for that flower.
Oh,
Rena and I both concur on this point.
I'll be fine. Vivian suddenly appears at the side, seemingly feigning nonchalance. Lydekin, not wanting to continue saying anything impolite, says he needs more flowers for the banquet before he quickly bids farewell and leaves.
What a coincidence, Lord Phaethon. Hello.
Hi, my biggest simp.
Just now, was that?
That was Lycan.
Yep, it was Lycon. Victoria Housekeeping has been trying to find a rare flower for their client.
Then, is finding that flower also your wish? If so, I can help. Oh, and Hugo too.
Explain what happened before.
No need. I just heard that it has super strict requirements to grow and cultivate, and even looks like an ethereal of some sort. Anyway, it sounds super mysterious. Lycon doesn't want us searching for it either.
I see. Got it.
My simp is gonna go get
By
it.
the way, Lord Phaethon, have you been helping watch over Dew Gardening as of late?
Yes.
Could I ask you to maybe arrange a pot of flowers for me?
Of course, sweetie!
Of course I can. What kind of flowers do you want?
I'd be happy just having a pot of flowers prepared by Lord Phaethon. But if I have to say, then maybe could you choose the flowers that represent me in your eyes?
My personal favorite is delicate and gentle water flower. Rather than getting my favorite, if I'm to receive flowers from Lord Phaethon, show me what you see with your choices. Would you do that for me? The flowers that come to mind. Search the purple and delicate flowers for the arrangement. I have an idea. If I'm going to put it, roses are my favorite. But you're not going to let me have any purple roses, are you? I can go with the bellflower. Roses were closer to her eye color, but okay. Welcome home, hun. Fine.
The bellflower represents unwavering faith, which evokes resilience and protection.
Firefly mushroom. Sure. So that's what it looked like in Lord Phaethon's eyes. I'll treasure it forever. If there aren't any other customers for now, could you spare a little time for me? My friends and I have a secret space at Porter Lips, and I'd like to invite you to go see it. Sure, of course. Take this pot of flowers home first, then wait for you there. If we're lucky, another friend might be joining us too, Hugo. I don't know you have many friends, no offense. Or it's, the Bangaboo Robin. Oh! Lilac! You're the one... Manager! You're the one... Lilac that was fake... accidentally joining the fake, Mockingbird, but it looks like you've now joined the real Mockingbird! Following Vivian and Lilac, you arrive at a cozy little house. It's humble in size, but offers a great view and a warm, inviting atmosphere. This kind of secret space girls adore. No wonder Vivian seemed restless earlier. She said she was waiting for a surprise. So it was you, manager. Oh, Lilac! I just wanted the manager to see our secret hideout. Speaking of which, didn't you say you were going to buy a pot of flowers for this place? You don't seem to have it. Was it not good enough? No, the one I had doesn't quite fit. No wonder Vivian came to the flower shop. Okay, that's why I said you should have taken me with you. I'm sure I could have picked the perfect ones. Come to think of it, the flowers my dad grows in the greenhouse are pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere else. She knows! She knows! What kind of flowers are they? I think it calls them Nive. But the Nive is the name of an ethereal, right? It's always taking great care of those flowers with the name of ethereal, but never explained why. I get the feeling that's something to do with a friend of his. Flowers linked to a special someone are definitely worth cherishing. Vivian glances at you intently. Forget it, his business is none of my concern anyways. You have a lovely time enjoying the sea breeze with Vivian and Lilac. It's time to head back and take care of the flower shop. As you leave, you faintly hear Vivian and Lilac continue their discussion on floristry. Hi, Bernice! Roxy, what a coincidence! You're here to buy flowers because you're celebrating something too? I'm working part-time as a florist. I see! That's great, then. If it's you, Proxy, I'm sure you'll know exactly what kind of flowers I need. What's the happy occasion? Actually, a mining site near Blazeward was operating illegally. It was shut down by public security recently. The site has always been marked by PubSec as a hollow disaster risk zone, but somehow the mining company found a way to keep operating behind the scenes despite the risks. They weren't exactly quiet about it either. Ah, got good ears, and she hadn't had a proper sleep in days. She's just about dozing off here and there. It's really sad. We tried to dissuade them a few times, even reported to PubSec, but nothing ever came of it. And then a few days ago, the PubSec officers finally came in with papers and ordered them to cease and desist. Hooray! Right? Totally deserves a celebration bouquet. Plus, I deserve one too. If they're the kind of bright and passionate flowers that can be planted, but also used for jazzing up and decorating my drinks, then they're perfect. Anyways, I think my outer ring pal owes Miss Orchid from Do Gardening a favor, so he recommended the shop for me. Lighter? What does lighter have to do with this? Running into you here just as cherry on the top, Proxy. Please prepare a flower arrangement that catches my eye, and don't be picking anything too delicate. After all, it's going to the outer ring, and I don't want those fragile beauties to wither too soon. Oh, and don't forget to add some decorations. That way, at least I have something nice to look at if the flowers don't make it, right? Oh, and Big Kitty seems to be allergic to certain flowers, so some of them won't do. Right, accessories, playful arrangement, something like not too delicate. I was about to say, if I remember from when I worked at the florist, we always had to warn about lilies. Got it. You always had to warn about lilies. It's not food. Oh, she likes roses too. That's nice.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
Cats are allergic to, lilies. It makes them sick. They start throwing up. Perfect. Flowers like these are made for celebrations. Outer ring style. Bernice turns around and suddenly hastily pulls out a cat Theron who's been peeping from the street corner. Hey, Proxy. Hump, I asked you before I left. What was it you said again? Buying flowers is so pointless, I'm not going. Proxy, are the flowers she requests ready? Which ones are they? I knew you'd pretend that never happened. You're more like a fish than a cat with your 7-second memory. Have you been eating too much fish lately? If you're worried my ride isn't suitable for flowers, just say so. I just didn't expect someone to be foolish enough to strap a pot of flowers to the back seat of their bike and haul it across the sandy outer ring. As for me, I'm a cat Theron. I'm allergic to... You're allergic to some flowers. Don't worry, I got you. Just ask the Proxy. I made sure to choose flowers you can actually enjoy. Let's head back. We'll get everyone together and have a good look at the flowers the Proxy picked for us. Bernice and leave, bickering all the way. Hi, Jane, sexy lady. Here to play? Long time no see. So you're the stand-in manager for Do Gardening today. No wonder your top VIP member, can't even get the video store manager to watch a movie with me. Explain the situation. So that's what this is all about. Well, you do have hobbies that are hard to pin down. Good thing that, besides movies, I've also got a favorite flowers. Well, not really flowers per se. More like little things that don't stand out, but have the sparkle and hint of allure of danger, you know? Like you? Let's focus on the present. You've been honing your flower arranging skills lately, haven't you? And I happen to need some flowers. The theme is something like a heartbroken maiden offering a parting flowers to her star-crossed lover. You're giving this to Seth, aren't you? A bouquet, then? No. If it was a bouquet, wouldn't the lover's guilt and sorrow wither away along with the flowers? Such intense emotions should stay with him for a long, long time. So that every time he carefully tends to the flowers, he will be reminded of the girl who is just as lovely and cherished. Let me think. You're giving this to Seth! Cold, harsh reality cages the girl's love-filled heart. All her romantic sentiments are powerless against this prison. What do you think of that design? Is this a prop for a stage play? You're a smart one. If the flowers truly capture the essence of my proposal, I'll buy you a ticket to the play. What do you think? Jane is really not messing with me? But she's always messing with us somehow. Let's figure out how to arrange the spot of flowers first. Using red at the top for love-filled, pink flowers in the middle, romantic sentiments. Blue or purple at the bottom, cold, harsh reality. Romantic enough, should meet. Alright. So roses at the top. But I don't have... Purple. Okay, there. Okay, I get it. Shut it.
The simple blue-green hue depicts the tranquility and elegance of time.
That's it! I think we were making up shit to go along with it. So these are the flowers. They're even more romantic than I was imagining. I'll take them with me then. What about the play? Oh, right, I have the ticket with me. Jane casually pulls out a sticky note and effortlessly scribbles a line on it. 10 minutes, Ballet Twins Road. Enjoy the show. Are you propositioning me? I mean, yes, but, don't miss the opening act of the show, manager. I even have a small cameo in it. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember the intervening time. It should be a good time to follow and check out now. Please be Seth. Be hilarious, best. Oh. No, it's not Seth. Damn. I'm sorry. Hold up, Jane looks a bit different now. Is she already in disguise? I love you, I really do. But my family, my life, and everything else about me don't deserve you. But at least these flowers can stay by your side in my stead. This pot of flowers is better than me. It won't disrupt your life or bring shame upon your family like I would. As long as you take care of it, it'll bring you peace whenever you look at it. No, Astral, don't leave me. I don't want to either. But you should take these flowers with you. Her name is Jane Doe, by the way, if you get the... But you should take these flowers with you. Be sure to take good care of them. When a gentle breeze passes by and the petals brush against the leaves, that soft rustle will be my last whisper left behind at your side. No, I won't listen. This isn't our end. It can't be. The elegantly... elegantly dressed man refuses to accept the final gift from his beloved. Amidst the struggle, the flower pot slips from Jane's hands and shatters to the ground. Suddenly, Jane's words from earlier come to mind. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene in time. This must be the moment Jane hit Annette. Jane appears panicked in the moment someone else shows up. What are you here? Why are you still involved with him? Oh, at least let me give me time to say goodbye. No, you're coming with me right now. Hi? You're being completely unreasonable. A blue blood like you. Fine, maybe you're right, but that was never my intention. I truly love her! Taking advantage of the man's moment of hesitation, you pretend to drag Jane away. As she's being pulled along, she pulls on a teary voice while also casually wiping off her makeup. Finally reaches a spot out of his sight. We can talk here. He won't hear us. Supporting actor? I don't like the name. It's inspired by the superstar from Rideau. And hey, your little improv just now was really impressive, manager. Anyways, back to where we were. That gentleman's family holds some influence over the mining affairs in the Outer Ring. To gather intel, one of my colleagues spent several weeks engaging in a little knock-knock romance with him. But he's rather stubborn. So the whole breakup part got handed off to me. Wouldn't that be called catfishing? Question. Strictly speaking, I guess you could say I'm being a little bit deceptive. The manager, judging by how well you played along just now. No matter how you look at it, we're accomplices now. As my accomplice, I need you to keep our little secret. Ah, that flower arrangement from earlier. Such a pity. If you'd arrived just a bit earlier, it wouldn't have ended up shattered. Perhaps that little lord wouldn't even let me take the flowers back. I guess that counts as a little slip-up in your performance. Now you owe me a romantic gift, right? Be sure to make it up to me when you get the chance. Huh? Bitch, if you want a romantic time, just come out and ask for it. Hey, Anton. Proxy, Orchid isn't here? That's okay. I'm sure your tastes are just as good as Orchid's. Are you here to buy flowers? Not for myself. Honestly, I'd rather have a pot of pretty decorations that don't need any upkeep. If they light up, even better. But I think Ben has something else in mind. He specifically asked me to buy a flower pot. I bet he's planning to start growing flowers. Please pick the most expensive flowers for him. I'm not the type to be stingy with my bros. Ben's gonna be over the moon when he gets the super fancy flowers. Really? Foxy, are you doubting my judgment? Yes. I actually am. Yes. Look, here's the message from Ben sent me. Bring back a flower pot, a heavy one. Clear as day. If he wasn't planning to start growing flowers, why would he buy a pot of flowers? Besides, given how meticulous Ben is and his usual interests, suddenly wanting to grow flowers makes perfect sense. I think you're going out on a limb here, but I'll go with you. When you put it like that, absolutely, trust me on this. Please arrange a flower pot with all the most expensive flowers in the shop for Ben. As for the pot itself, it has to be metal and heavy enough to avoid getting knocked over at the construction site. Ben is thoughtful as ever. I even saved the money I was going to spend on my bro's upkeep. I'm going to be the one to protect the first step on Ben's path to becoming a gardener. You're adorable. You're adorkable. You're so adorkable. Anton's request is simple enough. A metal power pot, most expensive flowers. Really what Ben meant? Oh, okay. Most expensive. By the way, orchids need drier soil and more soil that, you know, the water doesn't linger in. Sorry, I'm... Glowing decorative ornaments. Usually they put it in bark, believe it or not, so that the water drains through pretty quickly. Can't decide.
The lamp branch gently sways, with good luck waiting for you just around the corner.
No, it's actually very, it's bark that's just bark. It's, still in base bark form to some degree. These flowers look amazing. I don't know much about the language of flowers and all that, but looking at this pot of flowers really puts me in a good mood. This is why everyone's so into that floral design thing. Once things settle down at the site, my bro and I will come to learn from you. My bro's great at loosening soil, so he's bound to be a pro at growing flowers. By the way, since these flowers were prepared by you, how about joining me at the Brant Street construction site? Everyone hasn't seen you in a while. We've missed you! That's a bit too mushy. Saying things like that really throws me off. But hey, Ben's there too. If you go, you can also explain the meaning behind these flowers. Sounds good. I was just wondering. Don't overthink it. Just wait for Ben to shower us with praise. When the big guy sees how expensive the flowers I brought back are, he'll be so touched he might even cry. But yeah, you don't use normal soil. It's... At least from I remember when, at the store, we used, like, bark. And there was this kind of fake moss that was put over the top of the soil. Oh, I mean the bark mixture. Bark soil mixture to some degree.
Proxy! you're here! I was just saying to Big Ben, this flower pot you designed is fire! Yeah, Big Ben
But it's
loves
mostly
it.
bark, but a little bit of soil in it kind of thing.
Right? Ben?
Right. Like I said, the Proxy has a pair of small and dexterous hands.
Oh, small and
Perfect
dexterous
for
hands.
flower arranging. I love the potted flowers you prepared, Proxy. Just these expenses. I better keep a good record of them.
Just tell me whatever it is you want to say.
What are you mumbling about? Did Anton get something wrong? If there's something you want to say, just say it.
We really can't hide anything from you.
No.
Why would anyone want to buy flower pots if not for flowers?
My bad. I should have explained it more clearly. When I told Anton I wanted flower pots, I really did mean I just wanted the flower pot itself. It's because of these two little troublemakers. They keep knocking over their bowls.
The little two dogs playing to the side, biting each other's muzzles and rolling around on the ground in a mock fight. At the same time, you hear them whining and knocking things over as if to supplement Ben's words.
I hear that if you have a wild hound at home, you could get a really big, heavy flower pot to feed them. They wouldn't be able to knock it over. So I wanted to buy a heavy flower pot to use as a bowl for their water.
Oh, I see.
I see. That's why Anton's request sounded so odd. Just give it to me straight next time.
My bad for being too hasty. I'll make sure to be more careful next time.
Just as you're about to set the pot aside, a familiar figure appears.
Oh, are you here on business too, Belle?
Yes! Just here to deliver
I haven't
flowers.
been slacking. I'm here on duty as temporary manager. Since Dew Gardening promises to deliver flowers to customers' doors, it's normal for me to take on that duty.
Do I get paid extra? Orchid eyes the pots of flowers Anton bought from Dew Gardening, the really expensive one.
It seems, with your skills and sales, our most expensive flowers will be sold out in no time.
Right. Miss Orchidea. You're here for that, right?
That's right.
We've looked around, but we only found
Only found.
these two dogs.
The clues Ben found, the two called wild hounds, are currently whining due to not having sturdy enough food bowls.
Thank you for your hard work. It's not your fault. That flower is truly rarer than I could have imagined. Either way, you have my gratitude. I'll figure it out. Well then, my temporary manager and I will be
I already
taking
know the
our
answer.
leave.
Lilac's parents have it.
Of course! But, would you two mind, when you have time?
Bring a flower pot over.
I got it. I'll bring another flower pot once I get some time. A stone one should work, right?
Sounds great!
Or you and Orchid head back to the flower shop. Thank you for your hard work, part-time manager. Looks like it's almost closing time. Did anything special happen today? Pass on Lycan's message. I understand. It really takes the weight off my shoulders. Now I just need to continue visiting the flower suppliers I had arrangements with. Once I get the right flowers, I'll make sure to send them back promptly. The familiar bangaboo with the neck pillow work bag passes by tiredly. It's a kind-hearted flower shop manager and florist. My sunflowers are blooming beautifully. They're so full of energy that several flower heads have competing for space above the vase. Evidently, my flower care skills are still with me. Looking at them before heading out in the morning instantly lifts my mood. How's your work going? Terrible. It's getting even worse. My boss's arrogance has somehow turned into a strange anxiety, spreading all over the office. He keeps shouting things like, "Then go find it! Are we just gonna stand by and let them stop working?" While pacing back and forth. I don't get it at all. I think I might have understood a little. The happiness I get from sunflowers can only last so long. To ease my boss's anxiety and keep him from causing trouble, I have no choice but to work overtime late into the night. You poor thing! Here's a bouquet of daisies. They don't need much space to grow and should complement your sunflowers nicely. Thank you for your kindness, good-hearted manager. I'm not sure when I'll finally get out of this mess and bring home a pot of flowers of my own. See you next time. Poor little thing. It seems like a very dedicated programmer. I hope I can find a better job. Oh, and I need to trouble you with helping out at the Dew Gardening a little longer. But since there's no longer the pressure of searching for the and not as many flower suppliers I need to visit, I'll be back to take over the flower shop soon. Nivid? Oh, until then I'll be counting on you. Tell her! Hi, Alfie. Manager, I didn't expect you to know so much about floral design. A friend of mine wants to nurture the mind and spirit, so I thought I'd get a pot of flowers as her birthday present. She's the lead singer of a rock band. As for the flower arranging, I'd say she's completely clueless. Plus, her daily schedule is far from normal. In the interest of flowers, we should stick to only decorative elements. To nurture mind and spirit? That does sound a bit odd, but I think it's better this way. Also, considering my friend's style, could you be creative with the accessory colors? 3 different colors. I'll put it together right away. Rock band, so we have to metal base it. Fucking glow in the dark.
lamp branch gently sways, with good luck waiting for you just around the corner.
A pot without flowers looks beautiful, too. Now my friend won't have anything to complain about. Wait till she truly believes in nurturing the mind and spirit before diving into discussion. Hi, Snap. Hello, I'd like a pot of flowers that could be used as a photography prop. What flowers do you want? This prop is very important. I've carefully designed its color scheme and shape of the flowers and spacing to fit the scene in the shop perfectly. I've also prepared a sketch. Let's go with this one. Knows what he wants based on this. Let me look at the sketch. Cool. Exactly like the picture. Spacing, go for it.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow.
Yay! Ah, just like this. The result is just as good as I imagined. Thank you! Motherfucker can sketch. Someone new from the Institute is coming to the outpost for the shift. I want to gift her with a pot of flowers. Ahem, on hand, it's to show her welcome, and the other, is to let the newbie know that the Scott outpost is not a terrible place they believe it to be. I want a very warm, rare, and expensive flower to show my sincerity. So an orchid. The structure can be more open, just like what I'm trying to get across to the newcomer. That workload at the outpost is actually reasonable and loose. Is it really? It's hard to explain. But anyways, let's not raise any red flags at this stage. So nothing red? Well, I guess there is red. Okay. Feel guilty for helping you with this. Yoni. Don't have. Right now, cat. I don't have anything that fits that, actually. Cat. Not right now. But I don't have... More rarity. Okay. Ow. Cat, cat, move. Cat!
The lamp branch gently sways with good luck.
That's amazing. Getting a welcome gift like this will surely make her happy. All those... As for the actual work pace, I'll tell her in a day or two. Ha! Ha! Robot. I'd like to buy some flowers for the shop. There's no need to be overly expensive flowers. Common ones will do. Since customers come and go every day, it makes it easier for me to replace things if they knock over. I want the overall feel to be gentle and soothing. After all, people come to my store for relaxation. By the way, it would be even better if you could use flowers that could be made into essential oils. Budget friendly. Okay, gentle flowers. Roses. Yep, yep, I get it. Roses is cheaper than lilies, though. Put both of those. Mm. I guess that works. The snacks. I just...
It is both intention and courage.
Yeah. Flowers are perfect for my shop. Thank you. If you have time, don't forget to visit my store. I'll surely help receive some. Patito. Wolfie! Howl. Whimper. Howl is carrying a photo in its mouth. Pats the photo replaced on the ground with its broadened paws and lowers his head and nudges it with his nose a couple times. Woof, woof. Howl lifts its head and calls out twice, then tilts his head sideways and looks over, appearing pleased. Howl is so clever. Can even help buy flowers. In that case, prepare based on the photo. Only has 3. Yeah.
Tulips symbolize tolerance and reconciliation.
I guess it does. Oh! Seeing the finished product, Howl wags its tail at the lightning speed. It takes 2 steps closer and gently bumps its head into you, as if showing approval. Okay. Oi. Oh, Nicole! Roxy, you're here to buy flowers too? I didn't know you were into gardening. Don't tell me you're trying to steal my business. Not unless you're opening a flower shop. Nah, the flower shop returns take way too long. Not for investors as bold and as sharp as me. But wait, are you helping out the manager of Do Gardening? Then we'll definitely need to talk about my new big deal. First, tell me what you want. Shh, I've got this super reliable middleman. Says there's a mining company boss out there hunting for a specific plot of flowers. Oh, good, we all know which one it is. Apparently it's pink, extremely rare, an exotic flower with the name of ethereal. He mentioned all his other partners have been coming back empty-handed. So someone with connections like me is his last resort. This flower you're talking about. What's the big deal? The request I got is pretty straightforward. Just help me arrange something based on it. You don't have any pink flowers that are special enough here? Those flowers that match my hair color and have glorious blooms, they're lovely, even if they don't check all the boxes, right? Oh, and by the way, I'm on a big budget. Don't go overboard. Does she even know what she's saying? She sees set on it, pink flowers, and arrange something rare and exotic for her, keeping it within her budget. Let's see. Peonies when they're shipped. Hey, Wolfie Wolf! Peonies when they're shipped to the, store. No, wait, I want these. Are closed. And we have to, because normal peonies, when they grow, will be closed because there's sugar that's keeping it closed so that ants will come and eat the sugar off of it, the sticky sugar, so that they know that it's time to bloom, like in a correct weather kind of thing. And so we basically have to be like the has to be bigger than 5. Okay. And it's within the price range. And basically dip them in water to get them to bloom.
The sweet
And
aroma
peonies
of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
will decay faster, and it needs to be kept in a cooler environment. When we'd have weddings that had peonies in it, we had to be very careful about where we put it. Not bad at all. What a beautiful pot. Let's check the bill. You're kidding me, right? Roxy, why don't you tell me more about this flower shop business? Do you make this much dinny just in a few minutes at the time? Didn't your middleman tell you? Shh. Do you really take me for the kind of unformed, self-deluded hollow raider, Proxy? Navin, we cutting hairs have always steered clear of the hollow. We know nothing about that giant ethereal. However, my greedy middleman has been begging me nonstop to seal this big deal. He even paid half the deposit up front. He just wanted a pink, extremely rare exotic flower with the name of ethereal. Did I say the one you give me fits the bill perfectly? Besides, I went out of my way to visit the florist with the most complete selection around. And even spent almost a tenth of the deposit on Denny's. I'd say I've more than fulfilled my end of the bargain, right? I almost forgot, Nicole. As for the final tricky requirements, I think you haven't named this plant. I haven't named this plant yet, right, Proxy? Fortunately, I had Anby help me look up some info before I left. How about naming this flower Geppetto? You can just do that. Nicole cheerfully walks away with her potted plant. Yeah, that's not scamming or anything. Manager? She looks you up and down at the do gardening sign. I thought I was losing my mind from doing overtime. I'm sure this place was a flower shop. It still is, yeah. So you've been helping Orchid in the do gardening with business, Belle? That's right. There's been a tricky case lately that requires on-site investigation in Blazewood. I've been working overtime for several weeks now. I finally had some free time this weekend to visit home, so I'm planning on bringing a pot of flowers for my parents. Hopefully it'll ease their nagging. Oh no. But I still haven't decided what to get them. What kind of flowers do other customers usually like? Do you want darker colored flowers or lighter ones? Would it be possible to have both? I'm thinking a mix of dark and light colors would look better. What do you think? What about the spacing? Could it be a mix of loose and spacious arrangements and some densely packed compact elements? Different parts of the flower should be able to handle various combinations, right? What about the overall style? My mom likes gentle flowers, but Dad prefers the ones with more character. Could it be and interesting at the same time? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Sorry, are my requests a bit too much? Can you really manage all that in a single pot? Is there any other requests? Ahem. Is it okay to add more requests? I saw a flower last time that had a warm gradient colored petals with a unique shape, a tiger lily. I forgot its name, or dragon. If you can find it, please include it in the arrangement for me. Should I grab a notebook for this? Easy peasy. I'll go get the flowers right away. Pretty much. I'm going with the wooden one. This flower. Snapdragon. I was right on the dragon part. But yeah, Snapdragon.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
I worked very hard, almost fulfilling your requirement. Just like sunset umbrellas, memorial flower. Oh, it turns out such a combination really exists. Thank you, manager. If I need fresh flowers or potted plants next time, can I come to you again? I'll be here for another few days. By the way, I remember you had some friends in Blazewood. I recently sealed off an illegal mine near Blazewood for operating inside a hollow disaster risk area. However, I've heard that some of the miner owners' associates have been plotting to restart operations. You even put some effort into making it happen. If your friends find out that they've resumed operations, please let me know. Okay, I'll remember that. It feels like there's a subtle connection between all the events that are happening recently. Yeah, Gabe, I wonder! Topic so serious, you look concerned. Don't worry too much. Public security won't let issues like this get away. Doubt! Doubt! I'll head back now. If you hear anything, just call me. He's with the intricately arranged flower pot. Hi, Hugo. You're gonna tell me about how to get that flower, aren't you? Vivian told me that Lord Phaethon has become a part-time florist at Dew Gardening. Naturally, I'm here to offer support. It just so happens that I want to send a flower pot to my friend. Would you kindly help me arrange one? What kind of flowers do you want, Hugo? Now that I think about it, I doubt my friend would appreciate overly expensive flowers. Are you gonna send it to Lycon? Then that settles the budget. Could you please arrange a pot of cheap flowers for me? What's wrong? You worried about the sales manager? Don't worry. I prepared a big surprise for you. You'll see it once the arrangement is ready. By the way, I don't have many specific requirements for the flowers, but I do think the choice of flower pot is very important. An intricately crafted flower pot adds to the beauty of the flowers, and if it's also heavy enough, then it doubles as a handy weapon within reach. What the fuck?! Hearing Hugo Wars after going through the other's request really threw me off. Let's go with the pot of cheapest flowers. I'll get to arranging it then. I don't like that in my ears. God. Keep doing it. Do I really want you to abuse my poor roses? If you're gonna chuck it at somebody? Usually how we price things in Florist is by how many flowers, by the flowers in them. So it's technically bringing up the price, but it's not saying anything on the game thing.
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent.
Oh, who'd have thought the dwarf... Hugo brought that to me. I'm sure you already received my gift, right, manager? All you have to do is see fit. I have other business to take care of for now. Wait!
What's the matter, manager? Is my present not to your liking?
I mean... I wish. Isn't
this the rare flower Victoria Housekeeping's been looking for?
Oh, he's still helping Lydican no matter what.
Before Vivian mentioned it, I had never heard of a flower that feeds upon the hollows for nutrients like an ethereal, nor a flower that looks like a symbiotic ethereal. However, it is something that a client of Victoria Housekeeping wanted, so it's not surprising it's rather unique.
You know I'm gonna tell him that you went out of your way for your best bud.
So I asked around. Let me guess. Did Lycon say something like... This flower requires
They're fuck buddies, come on!
And specific environment and is far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by HoyoVerse.
You know what? I have to hear you pretend to be
This
Lycan.
flower requires an extremely difficult and specific environment and is far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by HoyoVerse.
That's basically exactly what he said.
As expected of Hugo. Even the description you gave is almost word for word what Lycon said.
Well, that's because these are facts we both know of. I managed to find an elusive flora expert who likes these kinds of flowers and planted a few at home. A flower so rare and precious that most haven't even heard of it is to another person merely a small part of their hobby.
They named their child Lilac.
It's quite normal for it to be that way, no? In any case, I came to inform you the moment I obtained the flower.
You're so kind.
You're so kind, Hugo. But I think Lycon said
that he didn't want a certain someone to put themselves in danger to get this flower. And it didn't matter if even he couldn't fulfill his client's wish.
You know they fuck, come on.
Allow me to assure you, in the process of obtaining Nineveh and gifting it to you, no person nor ethereal came to harm.
Know each other too fucking well.
No one even got close to HoyoVerse. Please, accept it, dear manager. Just take it as if a bird flew by with flowers in its beak and dropped it from the sky as a gift for you,
A mockingbird, maybe?
Of course, since it is a surprise gift. There should be no need to tell anyone where you obtained it.
Bitch, Lycan will see right through me. Now here, the flower just fell from the sky. Are you jesting? I had the flowers right here. Nineveh are prepared for the event that we can't fulfill the client's additional requests. And that said, thank you for putting so much effort into our commission. Wait there a moment, I'll be there soon. Just come to the flower shop. Yeah, just Lycan appears. Hi, sweetie. Master Proxy, where did you find the... Are you injured? He really just fell from the sky. Such a precious flower. Also falls from the sky like catkins. However, Master Proxy has always been more than capable, so I won't inquire further. Lycan seems to pause for a moment when he sees this certain flower. These flowers look familiar. Which ones? This is a small and ordinary purple flower, but it's fairly resilient. You can find it everywhere in the wild. It's edible and can also be used for emergency treatment. Violets? That's really just a plain flower, so I don't expect it at a florist. I must be mistaken. Sorry, taking up your time again. Let's focus on the rare flowers our client is concerned about. The banquet is about to begin, so I can't be away for too long. During the flower pot with and deliver it to the VIP suite of the Starloop Tower. I'll wait for you at the elevator entrance. Apology, but the client's banquet is on the very top floor, and he's very cautious with security, so I can't bring you up with me. I will, however, ensure the full reward he promised is forwarded to you. How do you want it arranged, Lycan? Actually, apart from the itself is merely decorative. Instructed me that the pot should ideally have a metal base to match the banquet's lighting, decor, and atmosphere. Also, to highlight the color should accompany ideally be purple. Cool. I'll get started right away. I don't like that more. God. Other purple flowers that I get? No.
Transcendent beauty is often dangerous and alluring.
It's gonna eat us, isn't it? doing it that way. I can just do it this way. You just do it this way. Hi, sweetie. You're punctual as ever. You had the pot with the to Lycan. What a beautiful arrangement. It really highlights the character. Even as Viola. It's perfect here. Ren was right. Master Proculi truly has the talent for floral design. Thank you so much for this. I didn't like it the way it looked. You're very welcome. There's still a few things to do to prepare for the banquet, so I'll excuse myself. The butler has prepared some snacks for you. Please feel free to relax for a while. You have the time from all your business affairs. It snuck out of the banquet kitchen specifically to serve you. Oh, butler. Sweetie. Bang boo. Well, who would have thunk? Y'all are here to arrest the guy, aren't you? Delicious. I'll have one more serving of that. No, make it 10. At least you're having a great time. As soon as you get close, Haramasa spots you. Roxy, you got an invitation to that boring banquet upstairs too? I don't get it. It's not like anything to be proud of, so why invite so many people for it? You're here. Please give me a moment. Miss Sukaku just requested 10 more servings of snacks. Sorry about that. Could you please tend to Bell first? Sukaku has already had plenty. However, if Sukaku hadn't insisted, we probably wouldn't have come out for this field work anyway. Now she's all full. Chief's doing some training and never even showed up, which leaves our poor deputy chief upstairs being the face of the party. What exactly is going on? Well, I don't think it's right for you to hear it from me. How about we just sit down, relax, and treat ourselves to those beautiful waffles by our elite butler? I haven't had waffles in forever! So, you haven't figured out what's happening. At least the waffles are amazing. Not long into your break, you hear a commotion from the elevator area. Silence. Let me talk more. Oh! Vampire! Hi, Hugo.
Dear manager, you've given the Nineveh that I brought you to Lycon, correct?
It's gonna kill something. Is there a problem?
I gave the flower arrangement with Nineveh to Lycon already, yeah. Is there a problem?
Of course not.
X to doubt! X!
That's the real deal, all right. Their client must be delighted. However, I'm guessing you don't know the details behind this banquet.
Well, Lycon and the others said that they didn't like him much because they weren't very, forward with some of it. I can guess the gist of it.
There's been too many coincidences lately. I can guess the gist of it at this point.
Then I'll fill you in on the details, shall I?
Just so I could hear more of your voice? Yes, please.
As you've probably guessed, this time, Victoria Housekeeping's client has many controversial businesses.
To say that lightly by the sound of it.
One involves a high-quality mine near Blazewood.
Oh, you mean the illegal one?
They only just managed to estimate the value of that mine a few days ago. It's worth an inordinate amount of dennies, enough to make the owner jump for joy.
Except it's next to a hollow risk zone.
However, as I'm sure you know, Outer Ring hollows are quite unstable. Not long after,
no, never.
The area was deemed to be at high risk for hollow disasters. Fearing potential safety concerns, PubSec ordered them to stop work. Naturally, the owner awakened from his fantasy of making a fortune and didn't want to let go of his cash cow. After asking around, he decided to ask for help from a certain powerful individual. Yes, that honored guest upstairs. It's not difficult to find out that honored guest's preferences. What he cares about most is his dear daughter. And the flowers he keeps at home. Nineveh.
Helping someone like that?
It's not your style to help someone who would ignore hollow disaster risks and safety concerns for profit like that.
Now, don't put it that way. I just simply can't bear to watch a dear friend fail to complete his client's request. That's all.
Just fuck already. I mean, you've already been fucking. Just kiss already and make up. Somehow feels like Hugo has other plans. What exactly is he trying?
Look at the time. The situation upstairs should have settled by now.
You're trying to steal something. Lycan appears beside Hugo.
Is that so?
Hi, bird.
You seem to know a lot.
Banquet.
Lycan, what are you doing here? How's the situation with the banquet and Nineveh?
My client's wishes were dashed the moment he gifted Nineveh to the honored guest.
Oh?
He was impatient to make an impression, and rushed to find out what that honored guest liked, but failed to ascertain the meaning behind the flower. He wanted to curry favor with his gift, but knew nothing of the person he was attempting to please. That gentleman did not favor Nineveh for its rarity or beauty, but instead because his friend sacrificed their life for him, allowing him to escape HoyoVerse. And the area he escaped to just so happened to have Nineveh growing there.
And that, of course, triggered the other guy and made sure that the client no longer... The person they were trying to please, not to please them.
Nostalgia from a big shot like that is just like a performance. However, if they've been led onto the stage by another unwillingly, of course he'd be unhappy.
Hugo.
All right, all right. Continue your heroic narrative about some great and powerful figure.
I love their person. I mean, I love their dynamic.
That gentleman favors
it.
Nineveh as he doesn't wish to forget his friend's sacrifice. Also to remind himself to continue fighting the Hollow disasters and protect more people. As such, someone using this flower to ingratiate himself and convince him to ignore the pressing dangers and sweep it all under the rug.
Yeah.
A sliver of a chance.
Wait, didn't Lilac say?
I see. So that honored guest is Lilac's father? She mentioned Nineveh and her father's friend before.
Wow. A story that comes full circle. Amazing.
Just kiss, please, in front of me. Let me watch.
Too bad it was so cliche. You added so many exaggerations, it was hardly even close to an unbiased, objective retelling.
You...
Kiss.
Oh, did I ruin your perfect performance? So sorry.
Kiss.
However, if you could be so kind as to pull yourself together from that sob story and remember the plans we made today.
Threesome?
Perhaps you'll realize we have somewhere to be. Say, right about now.
The Mockingbirds are getting back together?
Right. My apologies, Master Proxy. Hugo and I will be taking our leave now. My colleagues from Victoria Housekeeping will take good care of you.
They're gonna go fuck. They're gonna go fuck. Lycan and Hugo hurry off together. After a while, Vivian walks out of the elevator with a pot of Nivian from before.
Lord Phaethon, did Lycan and Hugo leave already?
They're fucking.
No one took this pot of flowers. I was going to give it to them.
They only just left.
They just left. If it's important, you could probably still catch up to them.
No, I think I'm good.
You sure?
Right. You said before that flowers can be used to express things unsaid. Even the same flower can express different voices, right? The Nineveh that gentleman keeps at home tells of his comrade's sacrifice and protection. However, this one for the banquet is just a welcome from the organizers, trying to butter someone else up. So, even if these are his favorite flowers, he doesn't want them. I understand. But who should have these flowers now?
How about me? I'll give them to my brother.
How about me? I've been a floral designer for a while now. It's about time I get my brother something.
You're going to keep these flowers, Lord Phaethon? Then, when you see it, you'll be reminded of me.
Let's head back to the video store. Oh. Hi, bro. Oh, did you say you're helping out Orchid with her shop the past few days? How are you back so early? Seeing with your hands full, Wise helps you with the flowers.
It is pretty heavy.
The only choice that we could make.
These
Yeah.
flowers are pretty inconvenient to carry around, so I thought I'd bring it back home first.
I love the
It
pose.
seems kind of familiar, but I don't think I've seen it at the flower shop before. Looks like some sort of particularly rare flower.
Oh, Tobe.
That's right, it's super rare. Miss Orchidea and Lycon both searched high and low for several days and still couldn't find one. Hugo just so happened to find it and gave it to me. And now it's completed its duty. So, here, I'm gifting it to you.
Really? I've heard of the language of flowers before. There's a meaning behind each one, right?
Yeah.
You were out for so long, but only came back with this single pot of flowers. Is there a special meaning to it?
No, I didn't want it to go to waste.
Maybe that's what other people would do, but that's not why I did it. Guess again, Wise.
Then maybe your reasoning is less complicated. Like, it's the most beautiful flower you've ever seen?
Nuh-uh, that's not it either.
Literally was the last thing available.
So, if it's not the most beautiful, and it's not to convey
Hey,
a
Rosie
special
Rose!
meaning, then why did you choose it?
Because it's the most valuable.
You just to convey the price of the pot that having is worth. Wise's eyes widened.
It's worth that much? Then, let's keep it safe in my room.
Damn. Wait, what? Did Wise just take the most expensive thing you've received after these days of hard work, just like that? Part-time florist work isn't finished yet. Let's head back to the shop first. Alright, I hope you sleep well, hon! Through all those. Would you take home a potted plant now? It will need some care, but it'll also keep you company. Yes. It's great. Have things improved at work? No! Huh? You would never guess. My previous project collapsed, and that lazy manager was fired. Happy to hear that. I also got fired. The company paid me a hefty severance based on my years of service. Happy to hear that. Anyways, from now on, I can finally take some time to enjoy life. And then I will look for a new job. Huh? Sorry, am I being pathetic? But for an overtime boo like me, even a short break feels like the limit. If I stay unemployed for too long, I'll lose my sense of security. Wait, maybe I shouldn't rest at all. If you have a good job recommendation, I can start right away. Seems like poor overtime boo is showing signs of anxiety again. Actually, there is a job that would be perfect for you. Orchid pulls out a letter from somewhere. I drew this earlier and planned to give it to you when you came over for the plant. But now, I suppose you can consider it a job offer? Short note. Hoping to bring some good cheer. Busy working the... to work at your flower shop? Although I never tried it before, no problem. I'm good at everything. Let me think. I could write a zone temperature control program and manage flower storage. I could also write lighting program to make sure all the flowers are bathed in their favorite lighting conditions. You can even take over your accounting system and organize everything for you. You can also rest first. What? The shop hasn't been that busy lately. You can turn on the energy converter board and soak up some sunlight with the flowers by the door. When customers come, just help with the flower arrangements. Since the store manager, you can leave work on time in the evening and take care of your potted plants back home. Can I do that? Of course you can! However, if you can't let go of those programs, then the manager and I will have some other tasks we can give you in a while, ones that are perfect for you. But for now, since spring is here, let's take a break and enjoy the season. Restocking the floor and commissions are all done. My part-time florist experience has come to a perfect end. I feel like I'm missing something. Where exactly did Hugo find those flowers? But there's no use mulling over it now. Such a beautiful season. I should go on a spring trip with Wise. Customers brought more orders.
I hope you can find the flower that represents your feelings.
Okay, let's finish these off. Could you arrange a potted plant for me? Hands over a photo. The arrangement Miss Orchid prepared for me last time. It's beautiful, isn't it? I used it to remind me not to forget the little umbrella decorations in the drink I make. I still forget. You're the one that makes the boba tea. Every time I forget, the customers do themselves and put little umbrellas off the potted plants into their drinks. It only took a few days for them to pick the previous pot clean. Can I buy another one just like it? Houston. No problem. I hate to say it, but I'm thinking of putting dirt in their drinks. Why? They're pulling it from a flower pot.
A combination of simplicity and modernity with
Yeah. Exactly what I need. I will remember this time, otherwise I'll have to come back and buy a whole new plant in a few days.
out a bouquet to brighten your mood.
Potted plant. It's going to be a grand public security award ceremony held at Lumina Branch. Our leadership has directed some budget for me to purchase potted plants to decorate the venue. Let me check exactly. It's 17K. To the Denny? That's right. The number came from an entire year's budget of Lumina Branch, carefully calculated by our intelligent contract colleagues, and it's non-negotiable. Also, try not to use overly exotic flowers. My boss said we should maintain simple and pragmatic aesthetic. And we also said the award ceremony could be lively, so beautiful red and purple flowers are preferred. Nice looking plot. Not surprising. All three flowers are purple or red. I don't like it. Fine. Fine.
One cannot help but sigh at supper.
Even prettier than imagined. I thought nothing save a tacky and strange pot of flowers would make the boss's requirements. Alright, Robin.
To brighten your mood.
Oh, it's you,
Don't
Proxy.
you think?
I'm about to offer a bouquet to a distinguished gentleman. The finest, most luxurious, bankruptingly expensive kind. Actually, the base flowers and accessories can probably be a bit cheaper. You won't notice, right? Oh, and don't use any flowers that are overly interesting. As much as I'm looking forward to Butler falling for my interest logic core, a gentleman like him probably wouldn't appreciate an overly eccentric, I think. You're flirting with Butler! Make sure to arrange the flowers with balanced density. It's crucial that the details convey how meticulous and thoughtful I am. Actually, considering Butler's height, it wouldn't... the flowers at the bottom be most important. It's expensive, top and middle. Alright, top layer. Oh. I had to have less than that on charm. Okay, so it's back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Apocalypse!
Engraved with a profound charm, understated yet dignified.
Boy. This time Butler will surely feel my sincerity. You should remind the butler will likely notice the flowers at the bottom first.
Got a bouquet to brighten your
Hello,
mood.
I'd like
Don't
some pot
you
of
think?
flowers like this. Hands over a photo. I had this custom design. This arrangement is perfect for display on the counter of my drink stand. It's based on the photo. Brilliant design of the Reverb Arena. It's an Astra-like. I would think the metal base would be better, but okay. Yeah.
Engraved with a profound charm, understated yet dignified.
Yeah. That's it. I really love the snapdragons. It looks so lively. Would it be possible for the intoxicated guests to mistake it for a real goldfish? I mean, if you have enough drugs.
Hey, to brighten
Manager,
your
is this
mood.
your second part-time
Don't you
job?
think?
I've had so many fucking part-time jobs. If you become a florist, I bet you'd be just as successful as your video store and your part-time businesses. I have complete faith in your taste. I'm about to prepare a gift for my friend's child. Would it put together an arrangement that resembles a goldfish bowl? Use flowers that are more expensive and exotic. I'm sure it'll delight the child that receives the gifts. We're white. At the top, middle layers. Give it a try. Little flowers. Blue or white. Alright. I would have gone with the crescent moon thing, but okay.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
Can't believe a fishbowl potted plant could look this good. Maybe you could put it off, Belle. How much longer do you plan on working part-time here? Ahem, it just suddenly came to me that it would be nice to have pots of flowers as decorations in the noodle shop. Alright. So I got all of it. Cool. I missed. Oh, right, that.
You're welcome to come back anytime to hear more stories of flowers.
More stories of flowers. Actually, I am just tired. I'm probably going to end it early today. Oh, sorry, y'all. I still have a... Could probably do another day of both Genshin and then ZZZ afterwards next week. Probably Thursday. Let's find somebody to raid. Wait. Alright, y'all, this was Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment.